right, well, let's just get started. The tune-in usually summons a couple more souls. So let's sit up tall and hands together, and we're going to tune in. So you go on mute, but please tune in with me. Om Namo Gure name, Jugad Gure name, Sat Gure name, Siddhi Gure Ve name, Ad Gure name, Jugad Gure name, Sat Gure name, Siddhi Gure Ve name, Ad Gure name, Jugad Gure name, Satguru Name, Siddhi Guru Ve Name. Welcome, Satnam. So good to see you. Mm-hmm. Thanks for being here. So today we're going to do a shorter set because I want to meditate for a longer time. Yay. So we're going to start out in cat-cow. So come to all fours. Inhale as your head comes up and exhale as it goes down.
आप सहाय हो सचेता सचदो हर 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 आप सहाय हो सचेता सचदो हर.
The mantra we're working with today, Apsahai Hoa, very protective. It melts negativity, and it's also good for manifestation. So let's come back to your heels, hips to the heels, rock pose. Just sit tall. And let's get started. Just let me know, does everybody here know how to do breath of fire? No? Okay. So to do breath of fire, to learn breath of fire, you put your tongue out like this, and you start panting like a dog. So I'd like to see you both do that. Only one on the recording is me. And so once you get that pant down, it's an equal inhale and an equal exhale. It's a rhythmic situation. And now close your mouth and do that same breath, but through your nose. And we're using pumping of the navel to give us power here. So this is Breath of Fire. It's one of the most popular breaths that you'll ever do in Kundalini Yoga. It is cleansing, it oxygenates the blood, it wakes you up, and it kind of like brings you into the moment where you need to be. And how about pulling Mula Bandha? Do we want to review on that? You good? Yay. Awesome. Okay. Wonderful. Love it. So we're going to start sitting on the left heel. And so your left heel is going to get up in there. Like sit on top of it. And if that's not going to work for you, just keep this left foot in like this. And then the right foot goes out. And we're going to reach for our leg or our toes, both hands, leg or toes, back is straight. And breath of fire.
Sai ho sacheta sachado ha ha ha. 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 Sai ho sacheta sachado ha ha.
And now release breath of fire, keep the posture, and just breathe normally. Long, deep breathing.
Sai ho sacheta sachado ha ha ha. 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 Sai ho sacheta sachado ha.
And now slowly back yourself out of it. And we're going to do the same posture on the other side. So this time you're sitting on your right heel. And your left leg is out straight. We're reaching for something we can reach for on this left leg. It can be your toes, your shins, your ankles, just both hands touching and grasping something on this left leg. All the time in Kundalini Yoga, the instructions say grab your toes. Well, if you can't grab your toes, you got to just grab, whatever you can grab. And that's how it should always be. Feel free to always do that. So now it's going to be this, sitting on the right heel and the left leg out straight, folding forward, but keep a flat back. This isn't like one of these. This is like a flat back hinging from the hips, and the back stays straight the whole time. And we're going to start with deep breathing. So just deep breathing, long deep breathing. Flat back, straight spine. Same position and breath of fire. Looking good, everybody. And now just come back to easy pose. Bring yourself to seated with crossed legs and just relax. Close your eyes and deep breathing. We're going to come all the way to the floor on your belly. We're going to head into bow pose. You can do bow pose like this. This is a half bow right here. I'm grabbing the inside of my ankle, kicking the foot into the hand, and that raises the leg off the floor and puts me in a back bend. And see, this arm is out in the front supporting. That's a half bow. Or you can go into the full bow, which is both legs. Grabbing the outside, pushing the feet into the hands, and coming up for the full bow, the back bend. And just here, and deep breathing. Maybe a little rocking front to back. And try to see if you can move your knees closer together to each other rather than like splay them further apart. Add a breath of fire. And now push your feet into your hands a little bit more, back bend up a little bit higher, as high as you can. Bring it up higher, 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 higher. Your legs up off the floor even more. Inhale. And exhale, slowly, slowly. Release it all the way down and rest on your belly. Lie your head to one side. Coming up to your knees, we're going to do celibate pose. So celibate pose is you are sitting in between your heels. So you're like sitting, my heels are here and I'm sitting on the floor. If this is too much, you grab a pillow or block, you put it right there between and you sit down on the pillow. Any way is good. And we're going to reach our arms out to 60 degrees with the palms facing each other. And here's what we're going to do. Inhale up and exhale down. Inhale up and exhale down. Inhale, standing on the knees up, and then exhale, sit it back down. Inhale up, exhale down, and that's your pattern. Raise the hips up and exhale as you drop down. Bounce. The instruction is bounce. Up and down consciously and systematically with the breath. Absolutely awesome. Come back to just celibate pose, sitting between your heels. I see some good keep up happening in this class today, and I like it. So now you're going to inhale and pull Mula Bandha. Pull the root lock with your breath held up at the top. Exhale deeply. And with the breath out, pull Mula Bandha with your breath held out. Inhale. Deep exhale. And pull Mula Bandha with the breath held out. Inhale. And exhale. Now we're going to stand up. We've got some more bouncing to do. So right now, we're going to come to our tiptoes and just bounce up and down on our toes. And don't put your finger near the fan. Bouncing up and down on the toes with the arms held all the way up. And now, releasing the bouncing. The trick is to keep your arms raised and sit down on the floor without using your hands. So just see what that does, see what that means to you. Sit down without using your hands. And then we're going to come all the way back up without using your hands, however you get there. And that's what we're doing right now, standing up and sitting down without using the hands, and repeat. Nice, nice, nice. We're getting all the hard physical work done right now. You guys are working so hard. Now just sit all the way down, easy pose. Your hands in Gyan Mudra, facing up on your knees. Meditate. Go deeply within. Go deeply within.
From now until eternity is done, you are the light which through the darkness shines. You bring us from the shadow's dark confines into the infinite light of the One. In each and every heart, your song is sung. Day and night, with each and every breath, until the destined moment of my death. Your name is lingering upon my tongue. You are my helper, guide, and Lord of fate. I bow my head before your lotus feet. Your support is ever true and sweet. Throughout all time and space, you permeate. What joy to sing in loving praise to thee. Nanak has found eternal sanctuary.
Lie all the way down on your back, your relaxation. Stretch out. Enjoy.
आप सहाय हो सच्चिदा सच्चिदा आप सहाय हो सच्चिदा सहाय हो सच्चिदा आप सहाय हो सच्चिदा आप सहाय हो सच्चिदा सहाय हो सच्चिदा आप सहाय हो सच्चिदा आप सहाय हो सच्चिदा आप सहाय हो सच्चिदा आप सहाय हो सच्चिदा सहाय हो सच्चिदा आप सहाय हो सच्चिदा आप सहाय हो सच्चिदा
Coming out of relaxation, pull in one knee and then twist, put that knee over to the other side of your body. So you're in a twist. This is a cat stretch. Inhale, back to flat on your back. I'll show you. This is cat stretch. And then cat stretch to the left and to the right. And just go between the left and the right. Or you could pause in one place and get a real nice twist. Very nice. And now lay out flat on your back. Rub the palms of your hands and the soles of your feet together. So you pick your feet up off the floor and rub them together. Nice. And hugging the knees into the chest, they can be parted any amount. Rock and roll on the spine all the way up to seated. Great. So here we are. We're going to do the Apsahai Hoa meditation. That's the same mantra we've been listening to the whole time. I'm going to put the lyrics or the mantra in the chat. No reason that you have to have this memorized. No reason that you have to super stick to looking at it. All you really need to know is Hud, Hud, Hud. We're going to be chanting it out loud, but all you really need to know is Hud, Hud, Hud. So I think we can get that. So some interesting information about the mantra. Ap in Apsahai Hoa means oneself. It is the infinite self that gives a safe place or security. The infinite is my security. Sache, Apsahai Hoa Sache Da. Sache means place where one remains centered in the midst of all the changes. So the literal translation is, the Lord himself has become my refuge. True is the support of the true Lord. God, God, God. And Hud means God. And with these literal translations, that's a literal translation, but these are actually sound codes and sound currents. So the feeling that it creates in you is the real meaning. And like the effect that it creates in your life is the real meaning of the mantra. Its benefits are protection, centering, and under economic difficulty, it adjusts an individual's relation to the world. Even if you have lots of money, you don't get sucked into the maya of it. This meditation brings you back to the infinite, the self. So we're going to chant the mantra, which is Ap Sahai Hoa. I say it and then you say it. Ap Sahai Hoa. Great. Sache Da. Sacha Doa. And that do is a little different than a duh. It's a doa. And then Hud, Hud, Hud. And let's run through it one more time. Ap Sahai Hoa. Great. Sache Da. Sacha Doa. Hud, Hud, Hud. And so this meditation, our eyes will be closed, but keep them open right now. Our hands will be in Gyan Mudra, just a regular meditative mudra. And we're going to be chanting the mantra. And every time you get to the Hud, 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 it's 3 breath of fires. It's like, and then you hold your breath out for the rest of the mantra. So the breath is held out, Ap Sahai Hoa Sache Da Sacha Doa, breath of fire, breath of fire, breath of fire on the Hud, Hud, Hud. In, out, in, out, in, out on the Hud. And then you hold your breath out, you go through the mantra again. And when you hear the Huds, you do breath of fire. 3 breath of fire is like on the Hud, Hud, Hud. And you really use your navel, pull in your navel on the Hud. Sounds good? Okay. We're actually not chanting.
Sahai Hoa Sache Da Sacha Doa.
Breath of fire, breath of fire, breath of fire. Hold the breath out.
Sahai Hoa Sache Da Sacha Doa.
Breath of fire, breath of fire, breath of fire. Hold the breath out. Hoa. And I'm just singing. Sache Da Sacha Doa. Breath of fire, breath of fire, breath of fire. Hold the breath out. Apsahai. And hold the breath out for the rest of the mantra. Sache Da Sacha Doa. Breath of fire, breath of fire, breath of fire. Hold the breath out.
Sachida Sachadoa.
Breath of fire, breath of fire, breath of fire. Hold the breath out.
Sachida Sachadoa.
Hare 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 Apsahai Hoa.
Sachida Sachadoa.
Hare 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 Apsahai Hoa. Sachida Sachadoa. Hare 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 Apsahai Hoa. Sachida Sachadoa. Hare Hare Hare.
You can take a little breath right here now. But when the mantra starts, hold your breath out.
Apsahai Hoa. Sachida Sachadoa. Hare 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 Apsahai Hoa. Sachida Sachago Hare 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 Apsamai Hoa 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 Sachida Sachago Hare 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 Apsahayoa Sachida Sachanoa 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 Hare Hare Hare.
Inhale. Stay in your meditative space. Sit tall. Squeeze all your muscles up. Squeeze your spine up. Pull Mula Bandha and hold your breath. Exhale. Inhale. Hold the breath. Squeeze the muscles. Pull Mula Bandha. Exhale. Last time. Inhale. Holding the breath up at the top. Squeeze all the muscles of your body and pull Mula Bandha. And release. So that was 12 minutes. That's what it's like to meditate for 12 minutes. This is such a gem. I'm going to read you a little bit more about it. In your life, there must be some animosity against you. It's called facing a square in life. So animosity against you is called facing a square in life. These words will totally eliminate enemies and animosity forever. The 3 words, hud, 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 with the 3 powerful breaths of fire, can totally give you control over your mental self, and your mental self will control your 5 tattvas. So the most common thing that people say about this mantra is that it melts your enemies like ice cream in the sun. Anytime you need something like that, it's Apsahayoa. So let's tune out with 3 long satnams. Inhale. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Well, thank you so much for coming. I'm going to show you where I got that meditation from. It's from one of the SuperHealth manuals. These manuals they have technology for healing addictive behavior and mental health. And you can only get this super sweet, super shiny gold gem of a manual at the immersion training, which we have one coming up online in October. And this is a donation class. And to keep it accessible for all, you could just make a donation. The donation link is in the chat.
Oh, thank you so much. Stopped.
Absolutely. Yeah, how